This morning, California's San Diego County struggling with a surge in migrants there. At least 1,700 released onto the streets since Friday, including nearly 700 on Monday alone. That unprecedented influx comes after the county's Welcome Center ran out of money and closed its doors. And now, with most of those nearby shelters at capacity, local officials are questioning where arriving migrants will end up and whether or not there will be enough resources to cope with it. Joining us now is Bill Wells. He's the mayor of El Cajon, California, just outside San Diego. He's also a Republican congressional candidate. Mayor, thanks for being with us this morning. It's been a few days now since your city has run out of funding for the migrants. Paint the picture of the impacts on your streets this morning. What are you seeing?
Well, the truth is we really don't know. About 4 months ago, they told us that we'd start seeing about 300 people a day coming across. We thought that was a lot. And since that happened, the county did open a migrant center, which mitigated some of that impact. But now, at the same time, the Border Patrol tells us we should expect somewhere between 700 and 1,000 people a day. And that's at the same time that the county has run out of funding for their migrant center. So what we expect is to see a lot more people on the street. California is not like other places. We have been inundated with homelessness because of the laws of the state of California that have made it very popular to be homeless in California. So we're already at capacity, our schools, our hospitals, everything.
And where are the migrants being placed amid this shortage of shelter space in San Diego?
They're not being placed anywhere. They're being dropped off at three locations. One is at the border, one is in our town, one is up north at Oceanside. And we have been given no information about how to handle this crisis. So we're just going to have to, in some senses, wait and see whether or not they're going to dissipate and go to the airport and fly to other parts of the country, or whether they're going to end up on our streets and under our overpasses, which I kind of think might be the case. But we're going to have to wait and see. And at that point, we're going to have to react and try to avert a humanitarian crisis.
Yeah. And to your point, the numbers here for your county have been staggering. I was reading your official mayoral statement just last night. You said in the past 5 months, you've seen more than 100,000 crossings. $6 million in county tax dollars were squandered without tangible results for any of your residents. What are you hearing from locals in this time?
People are afraid. They're not only afraid for their safety, they're afraid for the quietness of their streets and their neighborhoods, but they're also concerned of, like the case in Georgia where the young nursing student was killed. They're afraid for their lives, and then of course most people remember 9/11, and so they're afraid that some of these groups are nationalistic and they'll organize and come back and hurt the United States in an organized fashion at some time, and they'll be right here. So I think all these are valid concerns. I know everybody brushes them off as being overly concerned, but I don't see why you would say that. I mean, especially in light of the violence you're seeing in New York and Georgia and places around the country.
Yeah, and we heard Georgia Governor Brian Kemp blame the White House directly yesterday, for being responsible for that death because of their border inaction. Lastly, for you, sir, President Biden and former President Trump both expected to visit the southern border on Thursday. Is the national spotlight on the border helping, do you think, or has the politicization of this issue made it more difficult to find solutions?
Well, I think we have to look at it closely. News stations like yours are giving the real positive and realistic look at what's happening on the border. President Biden going down for a photo op way late in the game, knowing full well that this is not a mystery. He could solve this problem by tomorrow by signing the executive order and going back to the way things were under President Trump. I think people realize that he's just campaigning at this point, and I don't think people are buying it, but we just have to keep talking about the border.
Yeah, well, Mayor Bill Wells of El Cajon, California, certainly thinking about you. Please keep us updated, and thank you for your time this morning on Morning in America. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.